Hey, this is Charles Bacon with Role Playing Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play, Fate Core, Cointract Island, Episode 13. In the last episode, our brave and intrepid and very moral heroes let the genetically engineered chimera and people, Hathor and the Dryads, escape from Cointract Island and possibly... who knows what they'll do? That's fine. Will they take over the world? That's a future campaign's problem. But they helped Hathor escape, and they made their way across the island, and made it to the power plant. Aava has finally met the IT director, as we are beginning the session, it is now the morning of day 4. Of their time on the island, and they are at the power plant for their first thing in the morning is a meeting with the IT director to explain what they want. So Felicia, Indy, and Aava are in the power plant in a we'll say the coffee break room of one of the office buildings in the power plant. It is a crowded place. They slept on cots on a couch to snatch a few hours of sleep before they freshened up to meet the IT director for their private meeting. So the place is swarming with activity and people. There are too many people for the power plant is a large facility, but there are most of the IT department Aava recognizes is here. Also a lot of strange people with guns that are not. Felicia can recognize these are not quite the same caliber of professional soldier as the mercenaries hired by the Cointract DAO by the twins, but they are definitely people who shoot people for money in some capacity or another. And they are preparing for war. It looks like it seems to be the general activity. People are setting up fortifications and barricades. They are setting up, doing planning, running around the base or the power plant, checking the fences, and otherwise hustling. There's a lot of activity in a makeshift motor pool. You can see out through the window. Where they are assembling their makeshift fleet of vehicles. There's a lot going on. So you have a little bit of time to get some coffee and some power bars. There's a pallet of power bars that is being handed out as the main ration here before you meet with the IT director. In his office. So if you want to talk to some of the other people, the dude, of course, who is you talked to before and helped earlier, Slam McGivens is here. And so I guess we'll start with how is Felicia doing after sleeping on a cot or a couch? Getting a little cat nap, as it were.
Absolutely fine cat behavior. She's like rolled up, tuck your paws in, keep your tail warm. Absolutely fine. She's like housing a bunch of those power bars though, and the whatever's left in Choppy's stock of cougar juice. She's gonna get that taurine. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can't have coffee. You gotta have the good stuff. You have noticed that Choppy has stolen a bunch of the power bars and has added it to his inventory in the vending machine.
Choppy direct action.
Yeah, he is taking his initiative. Not even waiting for Aava to order him to do that. So that's totally fine. So Indy, what about you? How was your morning routine in the power plant?
My fucking back.
Yeah, couch was pretty shitty. You don't know why they would drag this couch onto this island. You think they would take good couches for the island, but no, they found this must have been at a thrift store somewhere from the mainland.
Getting too old for couch surfing.
So you're stretching, trying to work some
hunting down some coffee, stretching, kind of putting my ear to the ground, trying to figure out what's everybody in such a hustle for.
Okay, you can either give me are you just eavesdropping or are you going to talk to something?
Eavesdropping for now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I guess a what is it? Notice. I believe that is
Okay.
the skill.
Give me a second on this one.
Yeah, we had to switch dice bots because Discord changed how bots work, and dice parser doesn't work as well as it didn't want to work anymore, so we had to switch. Or maybe we had to change command, so maybe I need to reinvite. Well, anyway.
Yep. That's gonna be a 0.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you this much for free. They're clearly expecting trouble of some kind. You don't know from who, or what kind of trouble, but they are justified. Well, they are worried that the plant is going to be attacked in the near future. Or maybe that they are going to attack. Why are they using vehicles? That's weird. So yeah, that is kind of odd. But you can't really get any more details without being too obvious. There's a lot of noise, a lot of conversations. It's hard to hear, make out intelligible, useful bits of intel from that. So, meanwhile, Aava, how was your little nap?
I think she looks very haggard.
Mm-hmm.
She is frantically trying to clean herself up in the break room sink.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She looks very stressed.
I would say Bowie slept on you. You woke up with Bowie on your face. Yeah. Which probably did not help.
Good boy.
Yeah. And yeah, so you're looking great. The Slam did leave you a little treat and a little note saying, "Glad to see you." That was on your cot when you woke up. So what was the little treat?
I think it was some kind of shitty like off-brand candy bar.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what we can get on the island.
It's called Hard Die. It's supposed to be like it's a dude. The little logo is a dude dropping off of a building that is exploding. But yeah, it looks like a Nestle Crunch, but with a dude exploding. Hard Die.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. When I see that Choppy has stocked himself up on power bars, I'm just gonna pat him on the vending machine and tell him you did a good job.
All right.
I was gonna say, is Slam around?
Yeah, you can find him before you meet with the IT director.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's actually in the same building. He is frantically programming away on a small laptop in a corner. But when he sees, hey, Aava, it's good to see you. I'm so glad you made it. Like, holy shit, people, there's already. I mean, we don't have internet access, so there's not a whole lot of memes and videos, but there's already a couple of clips of y'all doing stuff.
It's been a weird couple days.
Yeah.
So between you and me, I'm gonna lean in real close and speak very quietly because I know that a certain someone's a little paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about what the plan here is? Because clearly there's something going down.
Well, I mean, you know how the IT director is, but I think the main thing is he's sort of sent down a company memo to only that there's saboteurs and only to trust orders directly from him or one of his subordinates. We can't. So like we've been getting all these messages and emails saying they're from corporate. They even post a video of these two lawyers. They look like they're like brother and sister. It was weird. Anyways, they were saying that we needed to follow their orders and to let in a bunch of armed dudes that looked pretty scary. And IT director told us disregard those. And he said he was going to reveal what our new mission parameters are today. So I think I think he wants to talk to you and your crew before that. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of words going on about like there's a lot of people that aren't talking to us, and a lot of people are telling us to do things that we shouldn't be doing. Um, like, yeah, I think I think it's internal. I think it's like there's some sort of shakeup at the top, and it's like I don't want to say hostile takeover, but
Mhm.
I mean that's kind of different for a DAO. You know how DAOs are, right?
Vaguely.
Well, it's like a corporation, but it's called a distributed autonomous organization. And
Hmm.
basically, instead of stocks, you have tokens, and tokens are tied to the actual keys, which, if for Cointract, are on hardware dongles. So whoever has a hardware dongle, whoever has those tokens, actually owns the company or has that percentage of the company. And so that means finances and intellectual property. Like
Mhm.
all the biotech shit. So,
Yeah,
I think
that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, I mean, I don't know why they didn't just make it a normal corporation, but like on the other hand, maybe this stuff is so dangerous that people wanted to be able to distance themselves. Like, oh, I didn't have the tokens. I don't own that. So I don't know.
Who can
I'm not owned.
say?
I'm not owned.
Yeah.
Right.
So, meet me after the meeting. Let me know like what's going on. Like but that's all that I know.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
I'll kind of pat him on the shoulder with my cybernetic hand and then walk off.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, so as we all of you and Claire, it seems everyone thinks Claire is part of your crew and part of the people responsible for all these exploits. The people you rescued and dropped off at the power plant, they've been spreading word of your deeds. People at the neighborhood have been talking about how you rescued them from crazy masked people with guns. There's some exploits. Some people have, Felicia being shot at by a sniper, right? By some unseen sniper and dodging it. Someone got a clip of that. It's not very good, but yeah, there's some buzz. So the four of you, well, technically the six of you, as your two chimera come with you as well, head to the main power plant building. There's a lot of these armed people are here standing guard. It reminds you more of a military base than anything else. But you're let in, you're patted down for weapons, and they take your weapons. But you're let into a control room for the power plant, and there's the IT director smoking regular cigarettes. He doesn't vape. He's very old school, but he starts pacing as he smokes. It's like, Aava, it's good to see you. I'm glad you made it.
Yes, of course.
And then you
you
must
asked
be,
the senior director?
of course, I know Indy. We've had quite a few memorandum about our naming policies in terms of sanitizing database inputs based on names. Put a lot of I gotta hand it. I can't even be mad.
Yeah, see, I like to do free R&D for companies, Just I sign up for whatever service they got, and then they learn they got a problem.
Yeah. Well, I can respect that mindset. I think it speaks well to your potential here and your prospects. And of course, Felicia, I've not had the chance to meet you before, but I'm glad to meet you. I've heard so much about you, and certainly your exploits have already become something of a media phenomenon, local media phenomenon here. He offers to shake your hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough being a celebrity in these times, especially as the world's first cat girl. And I'm sorry, it's just we've been on this island for a few days, and I didn't like. Did you have hand sanitizer, or, like hand soap? Like, I don't.
Oh yes, here. Yeah, he takes out a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Okay. I'm just, it's not you. It's just,
No, I understand.
makes a face at Ava that's like, it's him. It's him.
I could, I know you've had a meeting with the twins, and I'm not sure what they told you, but I want you to do something for us here. I think you will find out that I'm a man who will keep his word. Ava, I know I told you I do owe you some money, but I do have I want you for a particular reason, and that is someone with your unique qualifications can only be done a very crucial job. But before I can really explain that job, there is something your crew. Your team actually can do. I need you to secure a heavy transport vehicle, and unfortunately, the last working one on the island that is available is in the build chain office complex in the vehicle bay, and unfortunately, that is It's not. It's in a lockdown. The building's in a lockdown now. If you can get that vehicle and bring it here, I can explain to you your job. I will say, if you can do this, this is unfortunately I'm having to do this because certain elements of the Cointract executive management team have betrayed the values of the company and are seeking to undermine the company, basically to loot it for parts and destroy the company and essentially everything on the island. And we can't allow this. We're building something special here. We need to keep the company intact. So I and a number of other people have decided to make a change in management. And we need to take certain actions to make the board of directors see our way. And the first step is for you to seize that heavy transport vehicle and bring it back here. So he said he stops pacing and sits down in his ergonomic office chair behind his cheap wooden desk and puts out his cigarette. In a ashtray that says "World's Best Boss" on it, and looks at the three of you. So you can make empathy checks, you can make notice checks, you can talk as he waits for a response. So Felicia, are you sizing this dude up? Or are you gonna immediately?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. Let's see what he's about.
Okay.
So on my empathy check, that's a 4.
Okay. With a 4, he what do you want to I mean, obviously he's very nervous. He really wants you to agree. But what do you want to figure out about him?
Can I tell like what it is he's nervous about? I mean, like on some level, obviously, like he doesn't want to commit whatever it is he has for assets. He wants us to do it, but like why does he need this so bad? What's he nervous about?
This is a man who has gambled everything, and it is hanging by a thread. You realize now what he's actually saying is that he is part of the force that is orchestrating a coup against the board of directors, and they want you to help overthrow the board of directors and take over the company.
Okay, so we got somebody that wants to keep the company alive, which is our lawyer friends. We've got somebody who is attempting to overthrow it, and then we have potentially another party. This is too much. This company, just sell it, and buy the office furniture back with another shell. This is too much effort. So I tap this or whatever over to Indy because I know Indy's going to be able to use that information in our bargaining.
Okay. All right, so yeah, Indy, Felicia whispers this to you. So while you're listening to that, Aava, what do you want to do?
I'm looking at all of my skills. I do not have anything for gathering information.
If you have
So-
context, you can use that to sort of know what the IT director is like. Actually, because of your personal relationship, you can spend a fate point to invoke your personal knowledge of him.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So I'd like to do.
In fact,
I'd like to make some.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'd like to make some kind of skill check to try and figure out what he wants this truck for.
Okay. Yeah. With a fate point, I'll give you. You've overheard something in a flashback, and I will give you a lore check.
All right. That's a 4.
With a 4, okay. So you remember the IT director talking to the manager of the power plant before, and a couple scientists, and they're talking about the backup power generator. This is all hush and low, but fortunately, you have a couple of microphones embedded in your prosthetics, and you were able to, over amplify, point them in the right direction, and overhear something you're not supposed to. So they talked the backup generator being cranky and hard to control, and that it's fine in its containment tank, but the only way to move it would be the heavy transport vehicle, and then you would need. But the IT director talking about they've got a way to command it once if they can just transport it. So yeah.
God.
So you've also remember hearing some scientists, the same scientists talking about how marvelous electric eels were. And this is a different point, and talking about how their, electric generating glands could be scaled upward with the right hybridization. You could potentially, who knows what you could do with it. And then the final parts of the puzzles, there is a massive containment tank. There's a big tank that nobody really goes to. There's a small team that only is allowed in there, the southwest part of the power plant, and nobody talks about it. It's very top secret, but every once in a while you can hear a loud thunking sound from that massive silo.
That's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Also, just for general record here, Felicia, you made an empathy check, and you can very clearly tell that I am terrified of this man.
Yeah, but I mean, you're scared of lots of strange things, and not scared by things that are scary. So this doesn't faze me at this point.
All right, so Indy, Felicia's whispered into your ears. Ava's sort of. There's just the IT director is just waiting for your reply. There is a very heavy silence in the air, and just a faint cloud of cigarette smoke, as this room is not very well ventilated.
I think I'll start off with, now if this is a real and proper negotiation, are you going to offer me one of those cigarettes?
He wordlessly extends the pack open towards you with one cigarette out.
I take a cigarette.
He takes out a lighter and lights your cigarette.
Is it a nice lighter?
Yeah. It's a Zippo.
Mind if I take a look at that lighter? I like to fidget when I talk.
He looks at you like, really? But like he doesn't say anything and holds it out.
Checking over the lighter and mostly just fidgeting with it to annoy him.
Yeah, it is a 10th anniversary MIT alumni That's the engraving.
Oh, special boys lighter. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna lead with now. Wait, did we ever get his name?
No.
He's the director.
All right. So it's the craziest thing. Here we are about to strike some sort of deal, but I don't think we've been introduced.
My name is on the lighter there. Aava, what's his name?
Fuck. God damn it. Hang on. Oh, it's just something like super generic. It's
All
just
right.
like Steve Johnson.
Wait, no, I know who it is. It is.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's got to be like the most bland, unassuming name.
William Foster.
All right. You prefer Mr. or do you like Dr. Foster?
I prefer director, but Dr. Foster is fine.
All right, Dr. Foster. So it seems like you've got quite a big gamble on your hands, huh? Looks like you are trying to get all your ducks counted before you got them in a row. Or however the saying goes.
Yeah. There is a large amount of risk, but I'd rather take a risk now than just watch it all crumble away.
Uh-huh. But what's the payoff then? It's gotta be worth it if you're risking everything. Big man from MIT, no less, risking everything. I'm sure
This
it's
is true.
calculated.
You've proven yourselves to be competent enough that you deserve a percentage, a seat at the table, as they would say. If you help us, you will be on the new board of directors.
What did out of conversation? What did the twins offer us?
The twins did offer you let's see here, a large sum, but and they also offered you a percentage. They didn't give you a specific number, but they said they implied that you would get a percentage. No, I think it was like a couple of percent of the total company, like a couple, like 2 or 3%, but not being on the board of directors.
I feel like they're selling us a bill of goods though, because I don't think like after other countries and stuff like get involved, because obviously other countries are going to get involved. I don't think I want to be in charge of Cointract.
You don't want your name on the fucking trouble receipt.
Well, if you don't want to be on the board of directors, we could give you a 7-digit, 7 or actually more like an 8-digit payoff in the tens of millions of dollars.
The millions. Hey. Is it gonna
For
come
each
with a
of you,
nice
of course.
lighter?
Without money, you can get as many lighters as you want.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
This is a chance to be independently wealthy and to have friends who appreciate you and will owe you favors.
Hey, buddy.
Like me, for instance. But people far more powerful than I am.
What might those people be?
Do the job, and you'll be introduced.
I assume you want an answer before we leave the room.
Yes, because the timetable is very aggressive. We have to get that vehicle one way or the other. But I don't have enough in the way of personnel and security assets to keep this power plant secure and to go into hostile territory, break through a lockdown, and secure the vehicle and bring it back. Your crew has proven itself highly capable and mobile. Very few people are able to travel across the island and stay intact,
including you.
Yes, there's so many chimera running around the island. It is, you step foot outside the wall of a secure compound and you risk your life.
What's the tally? What have we earned so far?
Probably around 100, 200 grand, between various things. I mean, you've had to give up some of it, like some of the gold bar.
Okay for that.
And he's offering like a couple tens of millions.
Yeah, or percentage in potentially what could be the biggest company in the history of mankind.
Claire with us in the room right now?
Yeah, she is very quiet, and is just sort of taking it all in. She actually goes up to whisper you. It's like, I'm just whispering to keep him off guard, to make it look like I know what I'm doing.
I'll turn around and give her a wink.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Just a little conferring amongst my highly mobile team.
Mm-hmm.
So, ballpark for me, Dr. Director. What would you say, assuming all of this blows over amiably?
It's not. It's not going to go amiably. The question is,
I use
how-
amiably in the most generous sense. Please understand this. So, assuming this all blows over and we're alive, what would be the, ballpark estimate of the assets left on the island?
So, just so you know, there is a silent partner in this enterprise with more assets and more wealth than you can imagine. The silent partner has approximately $5 billion ready in funding to quiet nations and media outlets. Once we can secure the island, once we prove we can secure the island, they will use these funds and these resources to do that. The rest of it will be to provide ownership stakes and pay off everyone like myself and like you left standing. The amount we get is based on how intact the island and its resources are when we are in ownership of everything. So that means not just buildings, also pacifying or eliminating any outstanding chimera. We can always grow new ones. Also eliminating rivals that are in the way. But best case scenario, it would probably be about 15 million per person for each of you. Total of 60 million for your group.
What are you walking away with?
My compensation would be roughly triple of yours, but I have secured the power plant, and I am the one responsible for this, even, for us even having this foothold.
And what a shame. It all comes down to us three. Huh.
Well, things have gone against a number of factors have gone against our plan. But in the worst case scenario, if everything's on fire and we leave with, hard drives full of data and little else, then your compensation would be around probably 2 million per person.
So you're getting about triple what we're walking away with, but your entire plan hinges on us now.
I cannot negotiate beyond those numbers. That is up to the silent part. I can provide additional assets to make you more likely to succeed. But think about what happens if you don't. If you don't side with either us or the twins, well, I know the twins are going to view you as an enemy if you don't do what they want, and they'll try and kill you. They'll put a contract out on you, and you'll have to hide for the rest of your life. While I'm not going to do that, I can't speak for the silent partner. They're putting up $5 billion with a B to make this happen. You have to pick sides at one point or another, or you're just going to get squashed. You're just going to be a troublesome variable to too many people.
All right, I get it. You talked a big talk. Before I agree to this, what's your plan for dealing with the twins? Is your a big daddy or whatever gonna deal with them, I assume?
They will. The twins are actually the easiest part of the opposition because they're lawyers, they're mercenaries. If we can
Thieves.
secure them. Either we eliminate them or we secure them, and then they're made to see reason.
All right, so we got a bit of insurance. We're not gonna get off as soon as we walk out this.
You don't have to deal. You don't have to worry about any of the politics. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just have to get that vehicle and bring it back here, and then I'll tell you what to do next. You do that, and then you're done. There's just getting the vehicle, and then one job after that, and you're done.
Sorry, one job after we get the vehicle.
Yes.
Elaborate.
No. The vehicle is. You can give me an empathy check.
Felicia is best at that, I think.
I'm so excited anytime I can roll a 6 on anything.
All right, yeah, you definitely. Actually, he is going to try and resist that. He does have. Well, he rolls like shit. Definitely does not beat a 6.
My strategy for this entire game is always just roll 4 or higher.
So you realize he is desperate. So you possibly could get him to reveal the second thing, or you could probably get him to commit some of his money. But you're not going to get both.
Yeah.
He's not that desperate. So do you want to know what this final job is, or do you want the promise? And yeah,
Fuck knowing. Anything for a price, baby. Give me some more of that fucking cash.
okay.
All right, look, buddy. Here, as a show of good faith from me, I'm gonna give you your lighter back instead of walking out with it.
Yeah.
Now, this mission is so important to you that your entire, it sounds like the rest of your life kind of depends on this. If it's that important, maybe you should pony up some of your own fucking money to make sure it gets done right.
All right. Give me a. That sounds like a provoke rather than rapport. So, but you get a +2 bonus from Felicia's sort of aid and.
See what that is.
Heroes very.
Yep, so that's going to be 3 with Felicia. I'm going to spend 2 with fate points. And then I have +2 on my own. So that's a number.
All right, with the fate point spend, that's enough.
Hell yes.
All right, I can. How about 20 million per person?
Lovely. That's what I like to hear.
Now that's again assuming infrastructure dam. We're able to resume operations on the island. If everything's on fire and level, then the silent partner is not going to pay. All that is the silent partner's money. But yes, I will give you each $5 million per each of you out of my own funding in order to get you to do this. But you have to do it. You have to do it today. You have to leave now, and you have to get back as soon as you can so we can begin the next phase. It is essential that we move on an aggressive timetable. The Fear It Swarm that you've activated for me has bought us some time, but I believe the Cointract security team, i.e. those mercenaries at the resort, are going to make an assault on this facility within 24 hours. And they are going... And we have some people with guns and we have some defenses, but they are very good at that kind of thing. And they are definitely going to try and kill us all. And I do not want to try and defend a facility with a team, with a garrison that is 2/3, IT staff.
You should have got more like this one. I gesture to Aava.
Aava is one of a
standing
kind.
there very nervously.
Oh, more importantly, Aava, you need to not die. You need to come back with a vehicle.
Okay.
That if Aava does not come back with the vehicle, the deal's off.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And,
why is this one so important?
You'll find out when you get here.
Wonderful.
But yes, also keep your implants in good condition, Aava. Please don't break anything. He stands up and walks. He stands up and walks over and just grabs your picks up your arm and looks at it. Yeah, did you get a tune-up from Dr. Lou recently?
Yeah, I believe you talked about it on the phone.
That's right. Yes. Good. I'm glad. I admire a good piece of technology. He goes back and starts up another cigarette. It's the third one he smoked since the meetings began, by the way. He is just sucking on them, just burning them coffin nails as quickly as he can. So I have made some arrangements to make your job easier. We have a quality vehicle for you that Slam will give to you. Then there is a person who knows one of you. There is a group of survivors at the Black Pyramid Conference Center. And Felicia, I believe you know this person. They speak very fondly of you. So, Felicia, who is one of your customers who definitely has a crush on you and is horribly awkward about it and just makes every time this person shows up, it's a whole scene as they are very bad at flirting, but also very shameless.
Yeah. Jimmy from Legal.
Jimmy from Legal. There is a Jimmy from Legal. Do you know that person, Felicia?
Yeah, I know. Jimmy from the legal department. He's a great customer.
Yes, he's at the conference center and he is eager to help you get into the blockchain building. So should go to the conference center first. The information's too sensitive to transmit. And he can provide you some on the ground detail on how to get into the building because something's going on in that building.
And is he essential to the mission like Aava is? Does he need to come back?
No, he can stay at the conference center. He just has the information how you can get into the build chain.
Right. Okay. Just, how Jimmy from Legal is.
I don't. I've never met the man, but he was, in fact,
that's probably for the best.
He was, I talked to him once and he was very, very enamored of you. I will say that it was, in fact, not. If you were co-workers,
his eyebrows and the tongue.
He did. Yes, he does that.
Yeah, he does that. He does do that. That is a thing that he does.
Yeah, if he was a co-worker of yours, I would imagine HR would have talked to him. But you were. Well, good luck with that. I will, Jimmy will be happy to help you and so go to the conference center first and get the information, the briefing from him. And then you can get in the build chain building and just get the heavy transport vehicle. It is a custom vehicle. And the only one like it on the island that is in still working condition. And then we can bring it here and we can begin phase 2. Any further questions? Okay. Good talk. You can see yourselves the door. I have a lot of work to do. So
hey, just try not to come up with any more plans that depend on us. All right. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just giving you a hard time. A little bit of that MIT, roughing around.
Yes, I understand. Well, good luck. But I'm sure you will succeed. So you leave. The guards watch you leave. Most of them vape for some reason. And yes, Lamb is waiting for you outside. He's like, so did you agree to do it? I don't know what it is, but the director's going to give a video briefing in an hour. So he told me to get you a vehicle. So I got you a vehicle that can get all of you. Just over here. It's one of the heavy pickups, one of the oversized pickups. It has a lift gate though installed because the person who owned it was actually using it to move ad zombies around the island. So that'll be useful.
Convenient.
Yeah, you have your own ad zombie.
Yeah.
I noticed there's a bit of blood and like stuff on that one.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it didn't look hurt. So that's Yeah. Don't. Yeah. It's great. It's great. So there's I don't know if any of you are any gearheads or anything. If you want to check it's fueled up. It's got a full charge. And it's got the heavy duty tires. But
I'm
if you
sorry, who are you?
Hi, I'm Slam McGivens. We met. Well, yeah, I came on the boat with you. I'm part of the IT team. I'm one of Ava's coworkers, I guess. Friend.
I don't think we've met. We've kind of got a thing to do.
Okay.
But I really appreciate whoever you are. Really, just cannot overstate that.
I just told you my name.
What was it again?
It's Slam McGivens. Slam.
Right. Thank you so much, Doctor. Well, we've got a.
I'm not.
Again. Okay. We really do have to go. The IT director was very firm about that. You know how he is. Between you and me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Slam. I'll try and catch up when we get back.
Okay. Yeah. Stay safe. So yeah, if you want to do anything else before you leave, you can. It is a large.
Over to Aava. Is that your Jimmy from accounting?
No, not really. It's just maybe a little awkward.
Yeah, all right. Okay. I kind of, I was kind of getting a vibe from him, so I just kind of excused us.
He's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like he's nearly as bad as Jimmy from accounting.
Yeah,
Felicia, Jimmy from legal. He's from the legal department. He's so annoyingly unforgettable, and yet you all have forgotten who he is instantly.
There's a little beep on your phone, Felicia. You do remember you did charge it up.
God.
And it is from Jimmy from Legals. Like there's a bunch of heart emojis, and there's a little video that he do you watch the video?
Yeah. Let's watch the video.
All right, Jimmy shirtless. He's in the conference center.
Shirtless.
Yeah.
God damn.
He's wearing a bandana made from a ripped shirt.
Boy, coming on strong. Wow.
Yeah. He's made a makeshift spear out of some office supplies. It has a pair of scissors as the point. It looks like it has some blood on it. He's like, "Look, Felicia, I know you must be scared. You must be terrified out there. I don't have a vehicle. I've been told you're going to get a vehicle. You just let me know if you run into trouble. I will be out there. I'll be there to. I got your back, girl. Yeah." He winks. Just snap me.
God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sick.
He flexes a little bit.
And then Felicia says along with the video, because it's his catchphrase, "Just trust the gymster."
Just trust the gymster. Yeah.
God. Felicia, I gotta ask, historically, how has trusting the gymster turned out for you?
For a guy who is this obsessed with me, he does a terrible job of tipping.
Hey,
holy shit.
He's saving up for your nuptials.
Okay. Jimmy is a 15%er. He will only tip 15%. If it's over, he has actually asked. He was like, "Oh, I tipped a little too much. Can I have $1 back?" That was one time.
Shit.
Yeah. He charged back for $1.
Jimmy has asked me to break a 5 before.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, Slam is like my best friend compared to this guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a very you quickly the pickup truck is a large. It's an American-sized pickup truck. It is very big. It has side steps. It has a custom lift gate though. So
just a little bit smaller than a moose.
Just a little bit smaller. Choppy already knows how to operate a lift gate apparently, and gets himself on there. It has also an extended crew cab, so all of you can comfortably fit inside.
Nice.
And it has like 2 tires per. It has double tires on each in each wheel well, so like it's a very sturdy looking vehicle. Definitely not, top. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just don't take corners too tightly.
Don't take corners too tightly. Don't get too close to anything in front of you because you stop being able to see it after about 35 feet.
Oh, yeah,
You know.
yeah. The blind spots on this vehicle are enormous. So, if you're ready to go, you can hit the road. Who's driving?
I think it's going to be me because I'm the person who has better drive.
All right. The Claire is just like, oh my God, the story's getting even bigger. I mean, obviously you can't do that, right? Because it really sounds like the IT director is part of the force that I wouldn't be surprised if they caused all this mayhem and all these, deaths by destabilizing the Cointractors.
Yeah, obviously we can't do that. Obviously.
Yeah. I mean, you can't trust him. They could just. He have good reason to kill you all after you do what he wants.
What makes you say that? I'm really curious. What makes you say you can't trust him? That's such an interesting read.
Well, this is for control over this kind of technology with a lot of people are willing to obviously kill for it. I
hadn't thought of that. This is why we have you here, Claire.
Okay.
It's your keen reporter insight, actually.
You should stop bullying the reporter. She's been nice.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
Claire. Of course we can't fucking trust the guy. He's an IT director. That should have been your first clue.
Okay. Well, we should find. We really need to know what his secret ace up the hole is. So we should at least get that far. But
I do want to know what the fuck he has that he needs me for.
I was just gonna say, look, money's nice, but I ain't so keen on trading this one for money. Because let me be honest here, my friends are worthless. Sorry, priceless.
So,
wait, sorry.
Yeah. So it's not a very long drive between the power plant and the office park if you look at the map. But there and the road, there are some obstructions, but the road's actually pretty wide and it's easy to get around the bit of debris. But there is, after you've been driving about 5-10 minutes, there is something in the road that you spot pretty easily. It is a very large boxy shape. You think it's like a massive crate was left off the shape, but then you realize as you get a little closer that it's vending machine shaped. And then it has arms. It has big tentacly arms. Oh, it's a wandering. Yeah. It's an ad zombie. And, obviously at first you realize that there's something, its profile is a little different because it seems it's holding what the fuck? Oh, it's holding a stop sign as a weapon. And you realize it has a couple other stop signs somehow stuck on its back or on its side. And how much closer are you getting? And it seems to be right in the middle of the road.
Well, I'll stop far enough. It's not in the blind spot.
Yeah.
So 45 feet.
Yeah. When you get about 40, when you get that, you can all give me a will check. Because its screen for the vending machine is smashed glass and all the food and drinks have been ripped out. And that's when you see the arms sticking out of it, the human arms and legs. This screen is glitching. It's just blinking erratically. But there is the words death, kill, and little pixel skulls. And it starts moving towards you.
All right, I'm throwing this shit in reverse.
Yeah. So you need to get at least a 2 on your will save.
I got
got a
a
three.
I got a
Easy.
3.
Okay. So let's see. If you don't, that's that was too mental stress to see. Oh, this ad zombie's gone berserk and wants to kill, and it likes using sharpened stop signs as weapons.
Yep.
So it is moving, and it's got a pretty wide reach, especially with the stop sign. So to get around it would be a drive check, or you could have Choppy get off and try and negotiate with it or fight it. You're not really sure what they're going to do.
Do they have like means of
Oh no!
Okay.
I'll open the back window. Hey, Choppy, do you think you can talk to this guy?
It sort of like clamors around and looks at this thing, and starts get like beep beep beep, like it starts making a sound like a vehicle backup sound, like Ukraine. You see, it just says error, bad. Choppy does not like this guy.
All right. Well, we'll try and avoid him for you, buddy.
Oh, is
Okay.
he scary, Choppy? Is he scary, Choppy? Is he scary?
Yeah, his screen goes, it pops up a screen that says, run your computer's antivirus scanner.
Oh, that's not good. All right. I'm just gonna floor it.
Okay. Give me a drive check.
That is a 3.
Okay. That's enough to get Beatus 2. Because again, I'm rolling like shit. Yay, thanks, new dice bar.
Dice
as he's
Maiden, not Dice Man.
Yeah, sorry, Dice Maiden. Dice Maiden, the stop sign swings its weapon, trying to aiming for you, Aava, in particular. But
That makes sense. I'm the driver.
Yeah, yep. But you managed to back up far enough and to drive the truck without tipping over or running off the road, which does have a pretty steep gutter or ditch on the side, so that would be bad to run off the road. But yeah, so you avoid it. It turns around and starts following after you very slowly. So you've gotten to the office park. The office park, as you can see on the map, has quite a few office buildings of varying sizes. There are also some vehicles actually in the street. The street gliders, gyroscopic.
Oh God!
That go over vehicles. They actually are automated, so they're still running. But all of you can, except for Aava, you have to focus on driving. But Felicia and Indy can both give me notice checks.
Because I haven't gotten in trouble for distracted driving before or anything.
Yep.
Again, I have not taken any points ever in notice, so this is a -2.
All right.
That's a -3. I think I'm still talking to Choppy like he's some sort of dog that got scared.
Yeah. He does.
Did you not like that other guy? Was that other guy mean to you?
I know exactly what's going to go on. These fucking things are still moving up and down, aren't they? These stupid little saucer things.
I'm gonna give me another driving check to see if you can get to me.
That is a 3.
All right, so you're able to avoid them now. So you have to take several detours around to get to the Black Pyramid, which is a black pyramid that was built as the conference center for Cointract Island. Apparently, they got the design from some sporting goods store in America, and they just copied it. And
I knew it. I knew you were going for it as soon as I heard pyramid.
Yep. But they copied it, and it's very distinctive. That's where they were going to have conferences for visitors and events and things like that.
I hate how much I want to visit the vast Pro Pyramid.
I do too. At some point, I've already been to the international headquarters for Bass Pro, so that's the only thing left is to see the Pyramid Bass Pro. It has a hotel in the pyramid.
It does, and it has multiple restaurants. It's insane.
Yeah, it's very good. One day, it's only a 6-hour drive from where I live. Yeah.
I've got family in Memphis. They don't go on trans, so I'm sure it'll be great.
Oh no. So when you get in, well, you park out front, and there is you hear bullhorns like, always trust the gymster. And you
Jesus.
see Jimmy from Legal walking out shirtless with a bandolier of scissors and makeshift weapons.
Hostile. 12 o'clock.
Yeah. And he says,
Aava,
look,
I want you to know we do need to get the information out of him. But afterwards,
Okay.
he's non-essential to the mission.
Understandable.
Wink, wink.
So
I mean, there is a 45-foot blind spot in the front of this vehicle.
well, he's motioning for you to come inside the conference center. He says, look, I'll pay. I got a couple of people who owe me favors. They're going to watch your truck while we talk.
Yeah, okay.
They're gonna. Claire, can you watch the truck too?
Okay, I guess, yeah, with Choppy and yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And
You got a
Bowie,
gun?
yeah.
You still got a gun?
Yeah.
All right. Look, do I need to tell you? You know how to turn the safety off?
Yeah. And Slam
Alright.
gave me some ammo.
Slam give you some ammo. Never stand with your back to an open area. Just kind of keep the target locked. Just
Yeah.
Alright.
There's two interns there that are also, office commando, office, band out from their
Oh
training.
God.
And they have one of them has a Reddit logo as a tattoo on their shoulder.
A Reddit tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Jesus.
Yeah. The other one has a board panda as a tattoo on their stomach.
I don't
Miserable.
remember. I don't remember.
No,
what
it's just
panda is.
it's just a made up. It's I mean, I just made it up, but it's
Oh,
clearly,
okay. I hate that social media service, Board Panda.
Yeah. It's just another NFT project. So
Yeah.
he bought the
Oh,
NFT and
God.
now he tattooed it. So yeah.
Miserable.
Ironically, not the current owner of the NFT.
Yeah, it got stolen from them. Yeah, it got stolen. So now he was planning to have his board panda modified to match his current NFT token, but then the apocalypse happened on the island, so he had to cancel his tattoo appointment. So you rush into the lobby of the conference center, and you can see it's turned into a makeshift, stronghold for survivors. There's people milling about, fortifying the lower floors and checking devices, and that kind of thing. Jamie says, look, so yeah, they told me, Felicia, and of course he is trying to do the thing where he is leaning, puts his arm on the wall and tries to I forgot what that's called, but that anime manga trope of the guy putting
Oh,
his
he's
hand
trying to comment on Felicia.
yeah.
God.
So how are you handling this, Felicia?
So obviously we want to do the Aaron Sorkin walk and talk. So when he puts his arm up,
Yeah.
Felicia just limbos effortlessly underneath it.
Okay, so Jimmy looks very perplexed for a second, but he's like, oh, okay, all right. So he just gets right up to you and is just talking to you, Felicia. And he's like, I'm so glad you made it. I knew you're strong. You're a very strong, independent person, and I knew you. If anyone could survive it, it's you. But this is the IT director, who's a very good friend of mine. Relies on me a lot of times, and he made a personal favor to ask me to help you, but I'd do it anyway. I didn't need anything. I'd help you if all you had to do was ask. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. Do you want a drink?
I can hear how sweaty he is.
I found some champagne. It's of course it's not cold, but they if you want to relax a little bit, if you I don't know what your timetable is, but do you need I have some trail mix as well if you need something to eat.
Some trail. He's got some trail mix. I've seen a lot of strange, around the bush kind of game, but this takes the cake.
Well,
He's
I mean,
Gorpcore, babe. He's Gorpcore.
Gorp based and Gorp build.
So he is Felicia, you realize you're gonna have to like actually get him to. You're gonna have to like. He's just gonna keep. Yeah, you're gonna have to get him to focus.
I'm gonna do the reverse. I'm gonna push him against the wall.
Okay.
And I'd be like,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
champagne? Just the two of us?
Yeah, he squeaks. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna start like messing with his bandana and stuff, right? And be like, yeah, you know what?
Really quick. Ava, turn on the fucking GoPro.
Oh, he's been on the whole time.
Thank God.
You know what? It's just we've got this little mission in the way of things, that we can't really take the quality time that we need. So, how about, you do your little favor you're supposed to do for us? We run this little errand and then you can show me that conference room.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So his brain has to reboot for a second. So I drafted a lot of the policies for the build chain, their building policies and everything, and they have a something that was kind of odd at the time, but I guess now they have a biohazard lockdown quarantine protocol. And I was the one that had to draft the paperwork for it to specify what it means, and so that nobody could sue us to say, well, we didn't know that there was that the biohazard protocol lockdown quarantine worked like this. And it's like, well, here it is in paper. Okay, so it's been activated. And I don't know the science. I wasn't really paying attention, but when the sensors trigger, basically someone opened up they don't do a lot of biotech R&D in that building, but they do some. And I can't read all this. I don't know exactly what it was, but it seems someone opened up a containment chamber in the building, and that triggered the lockdown. Now because I know this and I pulled some favors, I know how to get around it. There's and I know where the vehicle is, this super heavy transport vehicle that you smell great. I can't believe
Jesus.
Stay on target, buddy. Stay on target.
Okay, yeah, I will. So there's an access panel on the roof that is not secure because we were suing our contractor for not securing it. You can climb up on the roof, no problem, and you get in there. And unfortunately, lockdown means there's only a couple of red lights working. It's going to be very dark in there, and you're going to be on the top floor, and you have to get all the way. The vehicle bay is, on the ground floor. But the other way, there's another way. The vehicle bay, it's on the outside. Like the shutters are down, obviously. They're very thick shutters, but I found some welding equipment that will get through that. The problem, so you can just cut a hole in the shutter and just get to and then you can open the shutter from the inside. You can manually open the vehicle shutters from the inside. The welding equipment. It's in the Coliseum in the basement in the maintenance section. And I do have a executive key card. Unfortunately, that only works for the elevator, which is on the outside, but it goes straight to the top floor. So you'd have to go to the top floor of the Coliseum and make your way down. That would be the easiest way. All the ground floor exits and entrances of the Coliseum are kind of locked down. There might be other way in, but he takes the key card out and puts it in your hand and closes his hands around your hand. I want you to have this, and looks into your eyes.
Oh my God.
Okay. I drop him.
Okay. He kind of
Just CBT Ari King Tamageki Ha. And I take my key
God.
card and we go.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
you have two ways in. There's some unknown biohazard that you'd have to probably deal with if you go in through the access panel, or you could go to the Coliseum. The Coliseum is a major office complex that is basically any company could just rent out sections to use for their workers. So, and it looks like a Coliseum. But there's a top floor where the management was, and then there's you work your way down all the way to the basement where the maintenance is, and you can get the welding equipment. You can just bypass the building chain, building all together. So you get a map from them, you get the key card. So talk amongst yourselves. Which one do you want to do?
All right. So I wasn't
from lawyering. Oh, he's got it bad.
He's the most down bad person I have ever seen.
Hey, doesn't even tip 15%?
Yeah, he only tips 15%.
What?
So, like, given that as like a general measure, we should check on the car first.
Yeah, definitely.
Is the car still here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So at least we know two things: Jimmy from accounting, whatever, lawyering. Jimmy from lawyers doesn't tip 15%. His buddies didn't steal our car.
Oh, thank God.
How reliable do you think this intel from Jimmy is?
Well, I mean, he really wants to impress me, so it's probably pretty good. The thing I'm worried about is so it's obviously in lockdown, which means there's got to be something weird and fucked up in there we gotta deal with.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
So of the two ways, which way do we think is faster versus less, ad zombie with human arms shoved into the vending machine kind of?
Mm-hmm. I think probably just dealing with whatever the fucking biohazard is would be faster. I've been in that Coliseum. It's fucking weird. It's fucking gigantic too. What the fuck? I thought that was a good idea.
But you do have a good sense of its layout. So yeah. I mean, you have a sense of layout of both buildings, but the Coliseum seems to still have power, but the build chain does not. So you'd be in the dark or using. I mean, you have flashlights. I'm not gonna lie. You have flashlights in the truck. So, but yeah.
You know what? Let's just take the fucking fastest route. Let's just cap whatever the fuck the biohazard is, and then, I mean, what could it be? Ferrets? You've seen that a million times, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So you pile back into the car. Give me another drive check.
Oh God. What the fuck?
All those street gliders.
It's another 3.
All right. You avoid them. Don't get caught between them and flip the truck over. But it is they are running. So you get to the build chain building, which is a massive labyrinthian building that doesn't look like it makes sense from the outside. But you using the map that you have, you're able to find the section you're supposed to be in. There is a chain link fence between you and the access ladder, though, so you cannot bring the car right up on it. Now, so you, of course, and obviously it's a chain link fence, so Choppy is not coming with you. So you can, but there is the chain link fence is got a padlock on it. So you can jump out and pick the lock, Indy, the burglary check.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
Yeah. You two debate amongst yourselves what's going on, and I'll just pop this bad boy open.
Like, is he seriously always like that?
Jimmy from Legal?
Yeah.
No, most of the time he's worse than that.
God.
Yeah, well, I mean, we would have had him thrown off the island already, but HRS complaints go straight to his office, and they have a habit of getting lost. You know what I mean?
Ugh. Terrible.
Yeah, Felicia, you can tell that Jimmy's obviously been, shaken by, all the violence and chaos on the island. He didn't try and rub on you at all, like, or touch you inappropriately. Like he, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty tame for Jimmy from Legal, actually.
Yeah. So
that's a 3.
okay, with a 3, you're able to pop open the lock, pretty easily. Now you could drive the truck through the gates and close the fence around it, and let Claire and the your chimera stay in the truck and wait for you outside. Or you could drive around to the front and by the vehicle bay and have them wait for you outside, but that's more exposed because like the vehicle bay is on the other side of the building. So, yeah, where do you want to park the car? In the fence?
Are we going to be abandoning the vehicle we took here? Because we're taking a vehicle out, right? And I assume it's pretty fucking huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It can definitely take all of you. So yeah, it's basically where do you want the NPCs to wait for you? Because I mean, Claire and the two, well, Claire could go with you, but the two, and actually one of you could carry Bowie, but Choppy's the only one who could not go up that ladder. So yeah.
Aava, what are you gonna do to your buddy? Where you gonna put him?
Fuck.
But Claire's also happy to wait outside with them in the relative safety of the truck. Yeah. She's just not that eager to go inside a darkened building.
I'll just leave it kind of parked someplace out of the way. Inconspicuous.
Well, one person can give me a notice check to spot a good place.
Indy. I think you're the only one with notice.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine. You find a little spot.
It's great. Just right over here. I say that while looking at my phone.
Yep.
Okay. Trusting Indy implicitly, I will park the car in that spot.
All right.
Puppy, I'm sorry.
All right. So let's see.
I'll leave Claire the keys.
Let's see here. Truck is parked in a good and safe place. Don't worry about these notes I'm writing down. Okay. All right. So the three of you climb up to the top of the building and you find the unsecured hatch. It is an access hatch. And it is unlocked. So you can open it and it goes down. You can see a faint red light, the emergency lighting. So,
good.
Yeah, it's very dark otherwise. So who's going in first?
I'll do it.
You go. Ah, thank God. Whew. Close one.
All right, Aava. You go down. Now you're not as familiar with the build chain building. Well, it doesn't. No. I mean, it's literally meant to be a maze to keep people inside. They have little sleep pods, so you don't have to go home. That's the kind of office culture they encouraged. Some of the workers literally did not buy rent houses or apartments here because they could just live there.
Jesus.
Yeah, totally cool and normal. And yeah, what do you're down there. You have a vague sense of which way to go. You know you need to go down, so you can find you need to go down. So what are you looking for?
Probably looking for a staircase.
Okay. You start looking around for a stairwell. They're not that hard to find, but it will take some. So, are you waiting for the others first, or are you gonna go start scouting immediately?
I know what my trouble is.
All right, yeah. All right, I'll give you a fate point. You, who's going next?
All right, Felicia, you next.
All right, I go next.
All right, Felicia. By the time you climb down, Aava is out, and you don't see her. You can give me a notice check to hear her.
No, I don't think I need a notice check.
Yep, that would be a -2. So you are you have no idea where Aava is. You can call out to her. She's probably within earshot. Or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna text Aava. who I'm sure has turned off the volume
Mm-hmm.
of her phone.
Okay. So Aava, your phone rings very loudly. You had to turn your phone up because at the power plant it's so noisy you couldn't hear it otherwise.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. And that's when a security alarm kicks in, and frosted glass security doors slide behind you the way you came.
Amazing.
So Felicia, you hear something down the corridor that way. It sounded like doors sliding shut.
I do answer the phone.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
Are you behind that door that just slammed shut?
Yes.
So let's see here. Indy, you come down, you don't see anyone. What do you do?
Just nodding like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you want a fate point, Indy?
I do.
All right, what's one of your aspects that would encourage going off in the wrong direction? Let's see.
I got anything for a price, trash to treasure, chimera rug puller.
Oh, trash or treasure. You do see that you realize this is the executive level for build chain, and you see what's a good tech CEO's name? A sign pointing to the tech CEO's executive's office. And you remember that he had some nice, unusual trophies or art in his office. So that there's no point you can't make.
Yeah, Jan Koenigsson.
Yin Koenigsson. So you actually just see that a sign pointing to his office that way. So you don't even wait to find your friends. You just go and find his office. And
Birds will be fine.
Yeah. So Aava, you are the door is shut. It is a security door. And it looks like Felicia's on the other side. You did find the stairwell though. It's on your side of the door. Yeah.
If you can find another way around, I found the stairs.
All right, good job, great job. Indy was supposed to be right behind me, and I don't see her. So,
no.
I guess go to the stairs. Don't get lost. Don't get into trouble.
I'll do my best.
Okay. So Aava, you go to the stairs and you start waiting. And Indy, you get to what was the executive name? Yin Coulson?
Jan Koenigsson.
Yin Koenigsson. You get to Koenigsson's office. What does he have in his office that's so valuable?
I think he's got some sort of a one of a kind fucking watch.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, because he does have a collection of watches, but there is one behind his desk. It is
always displayed it.
Yeah. Most expensive wristwatch. Let's just see. The 25 most expensive watches ever sold at auction. So, yes, it is. Here we go. The Adair Mars Piguet Royal Oak Concept Black Panther flying tourbillon unique piece. Which was sold for $5 million at auction apparently, and has the Black Panther in it. It's the MCU.
Damn, that's fucking.
It's a comic watch.
Yeah,
$5 million.
5.2.
Holy shit!
Yep.
You have to remember to link this image in the notes of the show.
What's the name of the unobtainium that they have in Wakanda? Did they build it out of that?
Vibranium. Yeah. Let's see here.
Look,
Like, it would actually be a pretty nice watch if it didn't have, a comic character just slapped right in the middle.
Right in the middle. I look for the. I'm
God.
just scanning this. I'm just scanning this list of expensive wristwatches, and that's by far the
Insane.
ugliest of them. Yeah. Yeah. So. All right. So it's unfortunately kept behind a secure case. It is transparent, so you have to pick the lock. And
I can do that. I know how to pick a lock.
All right, give me a roll, and you'll need to beat a 4.
And that beats a 4.
Okay.
That is a 5.
All right. With a 5, you're able to. You just as you're opening it, it makes a loud click. Felicia, you're wanting. Let's see. You can make a notice check to just see if you hear the loud click, and know where it's coming from, or you can try and figure out.
I got a 2.
Holy shit!
You finally did it. You did it. So, yeah, he. You hear the click. You head over. You find Indy lifting a watch from a case behind an office desk, prominently displayed above the chair, so like everyone who enters the office sees the watch. You see Indy like very sweatily lifting it out like she was Indiana Jones, picking up a priceless treasure. And then you see what it is. So yeah, what do you say?
Is that a fucking comic watch?
Oh, it's for my kids. My kids love comics.
You don't even know what character that is.
That's Superman.
That's clearly not that's Catman. It's a cat.
They got a Catman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a Catman. I went to one of the movies, but I just kind of fell asleep, which is a problem.
Wait a second.
When I was in the
Aava?
theater, Jimmy from Aava got locked on the other side. We don't have time for this. Aava got locked on the other side of a security door.
Hey, come on.
You made her go first. You know what she's like.
I know. I just, I was giving her the chance to step up and take responsibility, giving her the taste of leadership.
She adopted an ad zombie. What part of that screams responsibility to you?
You're right. I should have started it a little bit easier. Should have given her a fucking goldfish or something.
All right, so the two of you are going to have to find the way to the stairwell where Aava's waiting for you. The most obvious path is blocked, but this is a big office building. There's got to be another way.
Oh, it's okay. I've got notice. Check this out. Are you ready?
All right. Oh, no.
Come on, Dice Maiden. Exactly neutral. Wait, no.
That was my roll. So that's actually a good roll.
You can also use investigate if you have that.
I'm waiting to see if...
I'm going to spin a fate point because I want that to be a 3.
Okay. All right. So between the two of you, you start picking your way across the office. There's very little light. You're having to use your flashlights in order to be not blind because the red security lights are few and far between. But you realize, you're starting to make sense of this level at least. Meanwhile, Aava, give me a notice check, and this is going to be
all right. Let's go. Untrained notice. That's a 0.
Okay, well that is lower than what the person sneaking up on you made. So. This is going to be a paintball smacks you in the face as you are waiting. There's a spray of cloud and there's a mist in the air and you immediately start choking and your face starts burning.
I hit the deck.
Yeah. Give me a physique check.
All right, that's a 2.
Okay, you take 1 physical stress this round. Your body is your veins are on fire. It is like your blood is on fire. It is extremely bad. You do not see where it came from, but you're in the stairwell, so it had to come from. And you're at the top of the stairwell, obviously. So someone below you, you heard the distinctive sound of a paintball being fired, and the pellet hit you a second later. You just don't know exactly from what angle. It clearly came from below, from somewhere, but it hit you squarely in the face. And you didn't hear any movement afterwards. But then all you can now hear is the blood rushing, and also just you can hear the pain. It's so painful. You can't really hear anything else. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and get back out in the hallway.
Okay. You stagger out into the hallway. Actually, because the other two made good. You run a bit, and the two of you hear someone throwing a door open and then sort of crashing about. What do the two of you do?
Level my crossbow.
I think there's a lot of coughing, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah, coughing too. I'd say you'd probably recognize Ava's cough at this point.
Aava, what the fuck are you doing over there? You got allergies?
Someone shot a paintball full of something in my face. It fucking burns.
Would you stop getting chemicals in your face versus mushrooms, not paintballs?
Yeah, give me another physique check there, Aava.
All right, yeah, okay. That's a 3?
All right, you're beginning to the pain is beginning to subside a little bit, but it is not. It's still there. So yeah, it's not good.
Hey, tip your head back. Tip your head back.
All right.
Yeah.
I will lean my head back.
All right, you get one. Let's see here. What do we use for first aid? Lore, I think we used lore. So Indy, you can give me a lore check to treat Aava.
That is a 2.
Okay, with a 2. This is some kind of poison. You clean it off her face as best you can, but it looked like it was not a very intense dosage. But Aava, I will say, give me one more physique check.
All right, that's another 3.
Okay. You are not hit with a very strong dose of it. So that seems to be the last of it, but you will not be able to restore stress until you get you get out of this building and rest. It sucks. You feel like shit. Someone made a paintball with some kind of venom or poison in it.
Oh God.
Yeah. And they're below you. Or were below you. You have no idea where they are now. So the three of you are united. What's your next move?
Is it possible to call it here?
Yeah, I guess we're at a good spot right now. So
Awesome.
Yeah, because the next scene would be a big action thing. So yeah, you're inside Bill Chain building. You did get your first major. I will say this will count as a milestone because you did get your first priceless artifact, the multi-million-dollar
The
watch.
power of Oh, right.
Yeah.
God damn. Fucking. What an insane
Can't believe.
watch.
God.
You gotta remember to link that in the show notes. Like,
Yeah, I put the name in.
okay.
So this is a significant milestone, which will be on page 258 of the Fate Core thing. You get one additional skill point. You get everything from the minor milestone as well, which is on 256. So you can figure out what you want to get for your extra skill point and do all that stuff. But yeah,
Ladies, the Black Panther watch was worth it.
Yeah, of course. It is worth millions of dollars but you'll have to sell it at a very deep discount because that's a unique once that like the provenance of that watch is well known, so you'd have to sell it in the black market at a deep discount. But don't worry about it. That's a future
About
you
it.
problem. Yeah. You might be able to get 10 or 20% of it, its value, but that's still like $1 million.
10 or 20% of $5 million.
But yeah, so you've also realized what's happening. That there is a coup underway, that they've and both sides of the coup have made their offer to you, but who knows? Neither side seems to know about the leftover, for instance, who is still around, and yeah, who knows what else? And of course, there's the other. The who knows where the nest is with all those necrobiotic goblins, yeah, there's a lot of factors, but it's coming down, and of course, what does the IT director, Dr. William Forrester, want with you, Aava?
I swear, if he wants me to pilot some kind of awful flesh mech, I'm going to be very excited.
Excited?
Well. There's only one way to find out. So, yeah.
Tune in next time for more Cointract Island here on Role Playing Public Radio, the source of all role playing about. Sorry, you got away from me at the end there.
No, that's okay. We'll workshop it. That's a good start. So, any final questions, comments, suggestions? All right. Yep. Okay, cool. We'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.